Jesus Christ, I hope those crows shut the fuck up. Just waiting for some people to get on here. Just type something in, ask me a question as soon as you pop on here. Make sure everyone subscribes to my YouTube channel. Questions get asked 50 fucking times a day. Same questions over and over. It's all on that YouTube channel. You just gotta subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube account, just make a little chicken shit YouTube account. And it helps spool my stuff up. So like the videos and comment. Even if you comment and call me a fucking asshole, it's better than nothing, okay? So yeah, lots of questions today. I'm gonna try not to rant as much as I usually do. So, I guess, okay, my buddy here, he just asked me about this bacon diet. So basically I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and, bacon's got such a bad stigma, and it's got probably one of the best protein profiles you're gonna find, and I just like proving everyone fucking wrong, so I'm finally gonna just do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat a pack of bacon a day, give or take. I might eat maybe a pack and a half, some days 2 packs. And I'm going to eat this bacon to show people that you don't have to be afraid of fat. Okay, this is about as fucking hardcore as you're ever going to get. I've done experiments where I ate 12 eggs in a month. Scared the fuck out of my doctor because my cholesterol was sky high. But that's because the doctor was on it. The doctor didn't know. You know, the doctor didn't know that, okay, cholesterol's high, so fucking who gives a shit, right? It's not high cholesterol that's the problem. You need cholesterol to make fucking testosterone, okay? That's how it fucking works. It gets made in your balls. You need cholesterol to make testosterone. So, when they tell you not to take in cholesterol, they're fucking basically hindering any ability you'll have to build any fucking muscle. So, I was eating the eggs for a month, and now I'm doing the bacon. The bacon is easy. I'm not frying all the fat out of it. I'm basically cooking it to where it's just like still like just floppy bacon. It's not going to be crisp. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat it and then I drink the fucking bacon grease. And truth be told, I've already been doing this for probably 2 weeks. Essentially, I've been eating a pile of lemons, eating a pack of bacon a day. I've been drinking about 500 mils of pomegranate juice because it's full of fucking potassium, basically. And then I've also been eating about a pound of berries and maybe a can of herring kind of thing. And then I've been eating about 1.5 kilograms of cucumbers. So, I've basically been doing this diet already, except I'm cutting the fucking carbs completely again. And I know it's going to be cool. I'm excited because this diet is going to be the fucking future of cutting body fat for like anybody that's competing in anything. Because it's so idiot proof. It's like, go eat fucking bacon. All I'm going to do is prove to people that it's safe. And I already know it's fucking safe. There's not going to be any problems. There's people that are fat that were not even fasting eating bacon for a whole month. There's a few guys that did 30-day bacon stints where they basically reversed their type 2 diabetes. One guy had his blood sugar down to nothing in like 4 days. Let's see here. There's different types of cholesterol too. But when you eat eggs, you're eating them fried in the bacon or just boiled, blah, blah, blah. I'm not eating fucking eggs. This experiment's just bacon. This is just bacon. When I was eating eggs before, I was frying them every day. Okay, I fried fucking a dozen eggs every day, slopped them with butter, went to the gym every day, healed fat so fast it was like I was on steroids. That's why I know this works. And that at that time I was still eating a keto routine. It wasn't pure keto though. I was still eating some berries. So, okay, like this is the thing. Even when I eat the bacon right now, so I cook it up in a bowl, I drink the bacon grease right out of the fucking bowl. And I feel so satiated. Like it just feels so natural. And anybody, like the shit that most people eat, everyone's always so fucking scared of bacon. The fucking shit you eat is what causes all the fucking inflammation issues, okay? Back to what I always preach. Spiking your insulin is the biggest promoter of inflammation. Inflammation causes you to fuck your arteries. It's that simple. And what spikes insulin? Fucking sugar and way too much fucking protein. Protein is so overrated it's not even funny. The amount of protein I get from a pack of this specific bacon is like 70 grams. 70 fucking grams I'm going to be getting in most days. Now it depends. So right now I'm about 174 pounds. And right now I'm maintaining exactly with what I'm eating. So I know that if I eat a pack of bacon a day and cucumbers, I'm going to be cutting. So I'm probably going to have to start out with a pack and a half. And then my main goal is to show people that I'm going to have wicked fucking blood tests. I'm going to keep strong. I'm going to be fucking shredded. People are going to have to shut the fuck up. And then I'm going to start helping people probably with diabetes because, like, how idiot proofs this? It's like, go eat a fucking half a pack of bacon every day and hydrate yourself with cucumbers and fucking dry fast. You know, it's that simple. It's that simple. Fucking bacon is that good. The nitrates in bacon, nitrates and nitrites are so fucking overrated. You got more fucking nitrates in your goddamn saliva than there is in fucking bacon. Fuck, your body produces more fucking nitrates than fucking you would ever be able to even eat. Okay, people are just, people are always worried about all this little bullshit. I'm just going to look for some questions here. And by the way, before I forget, I'm going to talk a little bit about acidity and sugar and shit with your teeth, just before I forget. So, I've been eating probably like 4 or 5 lemons the last 2 weeks just for a bit of an experiment to see how hard it was on my teeth. Because normally most of you are putting maybe like, this is why I don't overdo the lemon juice in the water with the snake juice. So this is why you go maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons per liter of water. Because there's no doubt my fucking teeth are getting sensitive after about 2 weeks of pounding fucking lemons. I'm just eating them like oranges. So that's another thing that's going to be cool, because I know on this bacon kick with these cucumbers, my teeth will have a chance to heal up. And your enamel does repair itself. Your enamel does fix itself, contrary to popular belief. Most of the time, dentists are a fucking scam. Okay, it's because your diet's fucked and your teeth are rotting out of your fucking head. What's an alternative to the cucumbers for the same benefit? So the reason I'm eating the cucumbers is because there's so much fucking fluid volume in them. And then I also hit my potassium levels that I want to hit without taking in a pile of calories. Because ballpark, about a kilo of cucumber is about 160 calories. You're about 16 calories per 100 grams. So with this diet, say if I eat 1 pack of bacon, the bacon I'm getting is about 2,300 calories per pack, plus say 2 kilos of cucumbers. I'm looking at about 2,600 calories. Now this is going to be the interesting part. I'm eating about 27 to 3,000 calories right now. And this is a whole other reason why calorie counting, unless you're eating the same thing every day, does not mean shit. It doesn't mean fucking shit, because I will guarantee you, I will start eating cucumbers and only the bacon. I'll be cutting out the berries and that pomegranate juice, and I'll probably be eating close to 3,000, 3,400 calories a day, and I'll be cutting body weight. Doesn't make much sense, does it? I'm eating 27 to 3,000 right now, so how the fuck am I going to lose weight eating 3,400? It's because the endocrine system's what counts. Okay, when you're eating a high-fat diet and you cut all the fucking sugar out and you're not having these massive insulin spikes, your endocrine system, you're going to get to a situation where you're going to fucking roast way more body fat than you would if you were taking in any sugar at all, even though your calorie count's higher. Like, I'm going to try a little bit of an experiment where I'm going to knock back probably 5,000 calories of bacon for a few days in a row just to see if I can gain fucking weight. Which it'll probably still be tough. This is how good this bacon works. Like, I've been eating this way for 2 weeks, and I'm still drinking some carbohydrate and eating a bunch of berries, and I can't gain a pound. And I'm strong as all hell in the gym. You know, I'm 174 every single day. Dry fasting all day. Remember that. I'm always dry fasting, right? So this isn't just a fucking bacon diet where every fat ass under the sun can go fucking eat bacon fucking from morning to night. It ain't that. I'm dry fasting all fucking day. And I'm making up for the dry fasting with cucumbers. I'm here for once and the video won't play. I don't fucking know. Reset it. I don't know why sometimes the videos are fucked up. There's a few questions back here. let's see here. Eggs. Can you make a video making the snake juice, showing the ingredients and whatever makes it easier to down? I saw the video with dry on the dry board or whatever. Yeah, I will make a YouTube of that. So just let me explain the snake juice quick again. It's this simple. Starting point, hit 4,700 fucking milligrams of potassium per day. Okay, you understand that? So you got your potassium. Hit 4,700 per day at the start. I've read that you can maybe go as low as 1,600 to 2,000 milligrams, but I wouldn't do that. I'd start high and then back down. If you still feel good, then cut it back. Start on the top end and then cut it back. And 5,000 is not even higher. 4,700 is not even high, because at the hospitals, with some people that are fucked up, they'll pump like 11,000 milligrams into them in a day. Okay, so potassium, 4,700 milligrams. That's simple. Sodium. Start with 2,000 milligrams of sodium for every liter of water that you drink. Okay? So let's talk an example. If you drank 1 liter in the day, you would drink 2,000 milligrams of sodium, and you would still get your 4,700 potassium. If you were to drink 2 liters in the day, you'd get 2,000 milligrams per liter. That'd be 4,000 milligrams of sodium. You'd still get your 4,700 potassium. If you sweat your fucking balls off, most people will not be over 2 liters a day. But there's a couple people that got a hold of me that are. One guy works in a coal mine. He sweats his bag off all day. 3 liters a day. Same thing. 2,000 milligrams of sodium per liter of water. That's 6,000 milligrams of sodium in 3 liters of water. 4,700 milligrams of potassium in the day. It's that simple. Okay, that's what counts. The vinegar and the lemon juice is just extra. That's just good for you. I just threw that in. Okay, that's simple as that. If you were a super high level athlete and you were sweating your fucking balls off every day. So let's say you drank 4 liters of water. That's still 2,000 milligrams of sodium per liter. So that's 8,000 milligrams of sodium and 4,700 fucking milligrams of fucking potassium from the no salt still. The potassium stays fixed. Maybe by that time you might add a little bit of potassium, or you gotta feel it out. Sodium is potassium sparing. So if you're not getting enough fucking sodium, it doesn't matter how much potassium you get in. You're gonna fucking deplete your potassium like in 2 seconds. Okay? That's how it works. So they can't measure your serum levels of potassium easily, because the potassium, most of it is inside of your cells. The sodium is mostly outside the cells. Okay? The only way you're gonna fucking notice this if you're in excess potassium is if you're pissing it out. You can tell. Like if you do hardcore shit like me, I can taste my urine and tell exactly where I'm at. If my urine tastes a little bit salty and I can taste a hint of potassium, perfect. I know I'm in excess. So my body's just gonna kick out the excess. Okay? If your urine has no fucking taste, you're fucking not even close to where you should be. If your urine tastes super salty, then obviously you're getting enough sodium. It might overpower the potassium at that point. But if you have a lot of salt in your urine and then you feel like you're getting cramps, so obviously go by how you feel as well. Okay, if you're getting fucking cramps and muscle twitches, you're low. They go hand in hand. Okay, now let's talk about the lemon juice and vinegar for a minute though. Because anybody that came in late, my fucking teeth, I had to experiment with this because I had to see if it fucked up my teeth. I ate lemons for basically at least 2 weeks here. 5 fucking lemons in my eating window every day. And there's no doubt that this tooth here, up high close to the gum line, is fucking sensitive right now. And I can tell the enamel, I can feel it on this tooth. And I'm not even worried because I know dry fasting and fucking go back to a high fat diet's gonna heal the enamel up. But just to tell people, if you're gonna drink the lemon juice and you have like now 2 or 3 tablespoons in a liter is not crazy. But if you're drinking lemon water all the time, you want to be drinking it through a straw. And when you knock back the vinegar, you should suck that back through a straw as well, but don't let it touch your teeth all the time. And also, if you get acidity on your teeth, don't go brushing your teeth right away after you've had a bunch of acid on your teeth, because you just fucking scrub the enamel right off your goddamn teeth. So look up things that fuck your teeth and stay away from those. You want to save your fucking teeth. You don't want to be like some fucking toothless old woman or old man. You don't want that. Okay, let's see this one. I found that 1 liter of water with 1 teaspoon, which is about 2,300 milligrams, fine for me. It's all about how you feel, right? That's right. So like I said, every liter of water that you drink, you're going to have 2,000 milligrams of fucking sodium. Keep the potassium constant, 4,700. These are starting points. It's that simple. There is no ratio sodium to potassium. It's not like a 1-to-1 or something. You don't, because the potassium, depending how much you sweat, will keep accumulating. Or not, the sodium will keep accumulating. The more you sweat, the more water you need, the more fucking sodium you're going to need. The potassium won't leave your body that easily as long as your sodium's maintained. This is why people need to get out of their fucking head that salt's an issue. Even when I started eating this bacon, the stuff that I got, I think it's like 3,300 milligrams of sodium in the whole pack, which is perfect. Because I'm going to be eating about 2 liters of cucumbers a day. That's fucking, that's right close. I might even add a little extra pink salt to the odd cucumber. Right? So, I'm actually very excited about this bacon kick because I know that when I prove that it's fucking safe, and I know it's fucking safe already, but when I've done it, I don't ever get people to do shit that I haven't done first. So I'm going to be the guinea pig. And when I prove this shit, this is going to fucking shake the whole system. Because, for starters, everybody that has any fucking obesity problem or diabetes problem will be able to always fall back on this fucking eating routine of bacon and cucumbers when I prove that it's healthy. You'll always be able to fall back on it. It'll be the fastest fucking way, period, that you can lose weight next to just not eating at all. It's going to be the fastest way to get your blood sugar in check. It's just fucking idiot proof. I'm all about simplicity and things being simple. So this is as simple as it gets. You fucking just man the fuck, and who doesn't like bacon? It's fucking salty ass fatty meat. It's as simple as it gets. But that's why I'm experimenting with it, so if I drop dead at the fucking 25-day mark, I guess it didn't work. Right? But make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to keep saying that. My Instagram, Snake Diet Wizard on Instagram. My YouTube channel is just called Snake Diet. And also, I have, so on the motivation group as well, I always like to go through that. When you're posting stuff, like I'm trying not to put up anything that's like low value, right? I want valuable posts. So ask questions like you're asking on here. Talk about problems you're having. If you're fucking having a tough time getting it through a 48-hour fast, explain why. Pictures are always good. Hold yourself accountable. I made a post the other day about accountability. Accountability. So always weigh yourself every single day on an electronic scale with just your underwear, and weigh yourself more than one time. Don't just jump on the fucking scale and be like fucking crying like a little baby that you're up 2 pounds. Get on the scale the same way every time. Lead with the same fucking foot. Make it accurate. Okay? Make it accurate. Understand why if your weight's up. Understand it. Log your water volume. 1 kilogram of water is 2.2 pounds. Log it. Log the weight of your food. Log your fucking calories. Log everything. Because then you will not fall off track. It holds you accountable. I've talked about calories before. And when you're eating all sorts of different foods, calorie counting is going to be way out of whack. But if you're staying consistent, calories keep a good trend. Okay? And don't use the goddamn apps. Learn how to count the fucking calories so you know what's in food. You should know the basic things. Okay? You should know the basic things. You should know that 100 grams of a fatty meat source, bacon's really fatty, so it's way out of the bell curve, but fatty meat sources are going to be about 300 calories. Leaner meat sources will be 200 or less. Chicken breasts are going to be 160. Chicken breasts are fucking junk. Chicken breasts are a fucking joke compared to eating fucking fatty steak because they do not give you the energy. And I've done experiments with people where one girl, I had her on a 500 calorie a day routine where we were eating one meal, and she was eating steak, but then just for an experiment, she wanted to try chicken. So because it like basically we could cut back about 50 calories for the 100 grams of meat we were eating. Well, that lasted about 4 days because she was getting headaches so fucking bad we had to put her back on red meat. So it just goes to show that the fucking nutrition wasn't there. It's the fat. It's this massive lack of fat. That's why all these bikini competitors feel like fucking shit. Because their macros are bullshit. Like all they eat, when you're eating lean protein is junk. Lean protein sources are fucking junk. Fatty meat is where it's at. Fatty meat. The fattier the better. I'm eating bacon for a month. There's a reason I'm eating this bacon. I feel like a maniac in the gym right now. You know, I'm losing weight. And every single one of my lifts is improving every day. And I'm training every day. I'm taking like a day off every 6 to 9 days and that's it. Okay, so like I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it because of the results I'm seeing already are that good. I've been eating a pack of bacon for the last 2 weeks. I just haven't went completely carbless. That's why I'm doing this. Okay? Lean protein sources are fucking trash. Protein is way overrated. You need about, now I'm talking about the people that are actually lean. Most of you do not even need this much. You need at most about 0.6 grams per pound of body weight if you're a fucking male. Or female, you need about 0.6 grams per pound. Basically about 0.6 grams per pound, so about 1.3 grams per kilogram of fucking body weight. Now that's if you're lean body weight. If you weigh 300 pounds, you don't need that much protein. I'm talking when you're fucking ripped, okay? Example, I'm about 170 right now, so I don't got a calculator, but if you went 170 times 0.6, I need about 100 grams a day. And that's exactly what I'm gonna be actually under that when I'm eating this bacon. And this is a mainstream number, but this is a better number than what you hear. Fucking some of the bullshit I've heard out there is like 3 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Like I've seen girls eating like 200 grams of protein a day, most of it from powders. Like really? It's a fucking joke. Like that's why you feel like shit. You need fat. Fat makes you feel good. Okay, fat doesn't make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. Is it true that chicken doesn't give enough energy? No wonder I want to... Yeah, like chicken's a fucking joke. Like chicken breasts are a fucking joke. And the funniest part is like, what people think that fucking bacon, a pack of bacon is going to be like not as healthy as eating chicken breasts. Like most of those chicken breasts are crap anyway as far as the way the chickens are raised. It's no different than the fucking pork that I'm going to eat. Like the nutrition isn't there. Like just listen to your body that way. Like when you eat the meat, you can tell. Like that's why chicken's cheap in the restaurant and steak's expensive. Because steak's got way more energy per volume to start with. Like look at this pack of bacon I'm going to eat. It's 2,300 calories for 500 grams. Like look at calories in a different way. Don't look at calories like you're going to get fat. Look at high caloric density foods like that's a better fuel source. Just cut back how much you're fucking eating. Because it's obviously going to be better if I can get 2,300 calories in and 500 grams of food and not have to eat a kilogram of food to get the same amount of fucking calorie content. Like energy is good. It's valuable. You want the energy. Okay, now I'm talking from a person that is fucking lean here. Now, the fat people that are watching this, you don't need to fucking be hammering back a fucking pile of food. Right? Obviously. So anybody that hasn't watched that video I made as well about the 300 calories per week video, that video is basically, I called it 300 calories per week fasting routine for fat people. But basically anybody could take that video and modify it. So if you wanted, like say I was talking about this girl that was breastfeeding, or yeah, she was pregnant. And you could modify it. You know, start with 5,000 calories a week. And then if you feel good, everything's fine, cut it back. Okay? Think on the week, not on the day. Think caloric intake on the week. Okay, and then also you're throwing your fasting in there. Here's a couple questions. My mom she owns chickens. She said is better than the supermarket. I bet. Fuck, I can't even understand what you wrote there. So obviously organic meat's gonna be better, but regardless, like if you're gonna eat chicken, eat thighs and drumsticks. Fucking eat the skin, eat the fat. You even notice like animals. Like one time, me and my buddy were pissed drunk, and he accidentally killed this pig. He killed this fucking pig by accident, kind of. Because it got out and it started destroying the neighbor's yard, and it was like 100 degrees fucking Fahrenheit that day. So he went over there, and like we were kids still. And his mom wasn't home. And she probably doesn't even know this story to this day. And so we went over, and this pig's just fucking up the neighbor's yard. It was a smaller pig. It was probably only about 150, 200 pounds maybe. And he roped this pig. And basically, like, these fuckers are tough, right? And he's dragging it back to the pig pen, and, you know, he's fucking semi-beating the shit out of this pig as he's dragging it back, because the fucking thing, like, obviously it was, like, and he was sweating his balls off himself, like, he was dying, like, it was hot. So he ties this pig to this fucking fence post, and he goes to the house quickly to grab a drink of water, and when he got back, the pig was fucking stone dead. Basically just so, you know, just the exertion. The pig died. So then we're like, well, fuck, we better get rid of this pig so your mom doesn't fucking kill you. So we went and we got kind of drunk that night. We went and grabbed some guns, and we threw this pig out in the bush. And there was basically the fence, and then there's this big field that was probably about 100 yards, 150 yards, maybe even 200 yards across. And there was the bush. And what we did is we sat there till it got dark, and we had these flashlights, and we knew about where we put the pig in the bush. And the eyes start showing up, right? Because there's coyotes and shit. And we start popping shots at anywhere we seen a set of eyes across this field. And we went over to the pig about an hour after fucking around, and the pig's whole ass was gone, like eaten. Like anywhere there was fat. Even the fucking animals are smart enough. They don't just start eating the meat. They're chowing down on this fat. Okay? Like they'll go for the fat because they know that's where the value is. More important than the meat. You only need so much protein. So long story short, we're fucking standing there, and I was pissed drunk, and I heard this, we're looking at this pig, and we got the flashlights on it, and it's already fucking, like, they're already eating it, basically. And then I seen this set of eyes that was like maybe like 20 yards away, and I fucking thought it was a bear. So I fucking drew the gun up and shot this fucking thing. And then like right after I shot at it, like right square between the eyes, like I wouldn't have missed it. It's like moo. It's a fucking cow. But anyway, that was just a kind of a story about how animals always go after the fat. 190 grams is small for an avocado, 300 for a big one. Yeah, you know, you're looking at about 200 to 300 calories for an avocado. Actually, now that we're talking about avocados for a sec, I'm going to answer this question really quick. Does your body need bread? No, bread is fucking trash. Your body does not need essential carbohydrates. There is no essential carbohydrates. There's essential amino acids. There's essential fatty acids. There is not any essential carbohydrates. That alone tells you don't need to eat fucking carbs. Okay, what I wanted to get into here real quick is nuts. I want to talk a little bit about nuts, because this is actually funny. I basically cut nuts right out of my lifestyle for the last while here because I didn't get the results eating nuts. And I was eating a lot of nuts, like a lot. I was probably eating a good 800 calories worth of nuts probably every meal. Almonds, macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, like the fattiest ones. I was eating peanut butter. I cut peanut butter right out because since I started actually eating this bacon every day, I know my fucking strength is better than it was when I was ever eating nuts. And when I was eating leaner meat sources, like even a leaner steak and then nuts on the side, not even close. So what I'm saying is, this takes a little more experimentation, but I know for a fact I'm getting way more energy from fucking saturated animal fat. And I kind of knew this back from the past as well, but this really is proving it. And when I do this bacon diet just with the cucumbers and I cut all the carbs out, like the juice and a little bit of berries I'm eating now, I'll really see the difference. And also, just to talk a bit about nuts. Most nuts have a fuckload of anti-nutrients. Nuts are, honestly, I used to preach them. I'm not telling people to just completely give them up. But peanut butter, the amount of omega-6 you get out of nuts is completely fucked your ratio. The phytic acid in most nuts is so high. So like the anti-nutrients. And what happens, you're pounding these nuts. And on paper, it shows that the nuts have a lot of nutrition. But it doesn't really matter if your body's not uptaking nutrients properly because of all the anti-nutrients fucking you're taking in from the nuts. So this just goes back now to a vegan diet when they basically rely on nuts and seeds for their fucking protein. You're never ever going to get the results. And I've tried it. I fucking tried this. I ate so many nuts it would blow your mind. Also, I get somewhat constipated when I eat lots of nuts. I never get constipated when I eat fucking high fatty meats. The nuts do. Peanut butter, I'll tell everybody to cut peanut butter. Fucking peanut butter, you don't even eat fucking peanut butter. That's a fucking crutch. It ends up being an addiction. If you're going to eat nuts at all, maybe like 2 or 3 Brazil nuts a day would give you some good selenium. And macadamia nuts have a lot less omega-6 than the rest. But people just pounding peanuts and fucking all this other shit, it's not that great. I fucking experimented. I fucking cut nuts out. So I'm going to get more into this. I'll probably be making a video in 2 months that'll just say don't eat fucking nuts. But I'm not going to say that just yet because I'm still experimenting with this crazy fucking high saturated fat diet. But I know nuts are the go-to for a lot of people to get your fats in. And the results are just not there. I've tried everything. I've ate fucking a keto diet with basically green veggies and fucking nuts. And actually that was probably one of the worst combinations I was following is when I was eating straight keto with piles of green veggies only and lots of nuts. I was always constipated. It was never fucking good. Okay, so I know that's garbage. I know that combination's fucking trash. I've done high fruit when I was eating basically, in a couple hour eating window. I've done a lot of fruit with some high fatty meats and then a bunch of nuts. And that wasn't as bad because the fruit would keep you regular. But the nuts, if you're eating now avocados, that's why I thought of this, because avocados are gold. Like, you could pound avocados till the cows come home. They're fucking a 20,000 times better fat source than fucking nuts. And like I say, on paper, nuts have all these nutrients, but if they have tons of anti-nutrients to go with it, then what's the difference? Doesn't fucking matter when they're blocking everything. Okay, so I know a lot of people rely on fucking nuts because, what else do you go to if you're eating vegan? If you don't got your fucking fat from your nuts and your avocados, what are you going to do? And you're never going to feel as good when you're fucking not eating fat. It's just, that's the way it goes. Here's a question here. What is the range of weight loss you've seen weekly with 3,000 calorie per 48 hours? Oh, okay, so you're saying 3,000 calories per, because I'm always talking calories per week. So 3,000 calories per week, and if you're doing 48-hour fast, that would be approximately 1,000 calorie meals if you broke it up exact. You're going to get wicked results there because you're still looking at on average about 600 calories per day, or 400, because 7 days and you're at 3,000. So, yeah, say about 450 a day kind of thing. You're going to get wicked results. If you're eating 500 calories a day, doesn't matter what the fuck you're eating, you're going to get good results. But here's the thing. You can only pull off that crazy caloric deficit when you're fucking fasting and running a fasting-focused lifestyle. Okay? There is no way that somebody eating multiple meals a day could get away with eating a 3,000 calorie week and not break down muscle mass. It is impossible. This is the biggest part of fasting versus eating all fucking day long. Because of the endocrine system being in check, and because of your hormones being normalized, and because of your leptin feedback loop working properly, and because of your insulin spikes basically being non-existent, you can eat very little food, and basically your body will take the fat and you won't take muscle when you're fasting. Soon as you're not fasting, you are fucking yourself and you're losing fucking muscle. And the worst part of it is, you don't even have to be lean to start losing muscle when you're fucking eating multiple meals a day at a caloric deficit. If you went and did some sort of a muscle mass study on fat women that have done Weight Watchers, I will guarantee that before they even got lean, which most of them don't ever get lean anyway, but when they got into that low-calorie diet, eating fucking all day long, still spiking their insulin, I will guarantee that they were losing muscle mass like fucking crazy. You'll never prove this, because none of them are fucking weight training, so they'll never see it. They'll never see that. But I see it because I fucking weight train religiously, and I know my strengths. I know in the gym, from day to day, when I feel off or weak. I know. That's the cool part about me versus most people that are hardcore fasting fucking whatever you want to call them, fasting fucking guru guys or whatever that practices shit. I weight lift, and it's very specific, so I can see when I lose strength. And if I lose strength, I know that my diet's fucked up. Here's one. What is an anti-nutrient? Basically, it's something that makes your body not able to uptake nutrition. Okay, so it's something that is blocking your body from taking nutrition, which nuts are fucking full of. And it makes sense because there's a lot of other things that have anti-nutrients in them too, because it has to do with, like, you know, in the wild, they don't want other insects and things eating them. Fucking coffee beans are fucking terrible for having shit in them that fucking makes it so insects won't eat the coffee beans. That's one reason why coffee's fucking garbage. So that's funny, because here's actually organic coffee. A lot of it's been bred so bad that it has so much of this bad shit in it to make it so the bugs won't eat the bean. So it's organic, but it's been like fucking bred so the bugs won't eat the bean, so then they don't have to use pesticides because there's fucking so full of this other shit that bugs don't want to eat. Okay, so there's that too. So I just made my meal after 48 hours wet fast. I'm having a real hard time eating it. Perfect! That means your body's working again. Okay, this is a good point. If you're after that first 48-hour fast, if you don't want to eat, don't eat. Okay, that's because your body's waking up and your leptin feedback loop's working properly. Here's the way your leptin feedback loop fucking works. I'll explain this again quick. Body fat produces leptin. Leptin goes into the bloodstream. It hits your brain, and leptin tells you how much fat you have. So if you got a big fucking gut on you, if everything's working properly, if you have a big gut, you'll have high leptin in your blood, and your brain's going to tell you that you can crank up your metabolism, and you don't need to be hungry because you got a gut full of fucking fuel. That's fat. Problem is that most people have been fat for so long, and their hormones are not normalized because they eat 20 fucking meals a day, or even twice a day or 3 times a day, or they don't fast. They don't actually fast. That what happens is your brain gets leptin resistant. So even though the leptin's sky high in your bloodstream, your brain thinks you're fucking ripped. Your brain thinks there's no leptin, which means that you have no fat. But you're fat as fuck. So then what your brain does is it slows down your metabolism because it thinks you're starving to death, and it makes you feel hungry all the time. Fasting fixes the hormones. It normalizes the hormones. This is how that works. This is why you don't feel hungry after you grind through that first 48-hour fast. So you don't need to eat. You're not forced to eat. Like when we talk about eating windows and things like this, that's just a max eating window. You don't have to fucking eat the whole 2 hours or 1 hour or whatever. Okay? You don't have to eat. If you're not hungry, don't eat. But when you do eat, try to eat a 4-to-1 ratio of veggies to meat and fat, because that'll keep you from getting constipated. So if you ate, like I talked about this earlier, like lots. So, you know, let's say if you ate 50 grams of meat and fat, make sure you get in 200 grams of veggies. Okay? Just from doing a fast a week, whether it's 18 or 24, exactly, like even from one fast a week. So just imagine when you're actually following a snake diet routine and you're fasting at least every single day and then throwing in a 48-hour fast every week. I want to get into that real quick too. So with that 3,000 calorie a week routine that I made up, basically the most relaxed fasting routine anybody should be embarking in is going to be this. It's going to be a 1 meal a day routine with at least one 48-hour fast per week. The prolonged fast is absolutely necessary because even though, like, let's say you're eating OMAD. If no one knows what OMAD is, it's 1 meal a day. There's a group on OMAD. Problem is they don't get the fucking results because people can overeat like fuck all when they eat a meal a day. Easily. Most women would think that they could get away with eating 1,000 calorie 1 meal a day. Guarantee they'll lose some weight and then they'll fucking plateau in fucking 2 weeks. Okay? Calorie count's got to be way less than that when you're and then you can get away with it because you're fasting. So basically, the prolonged fast is 48 hours or longer because it cranks up your growth hormone, cranks up your testosterone, makes you heal, you get a much better autophagy effect, your body gets a better cleanse, all these things, okay? That's why this diet is all about prolonged fasting. So even with my bacon kick, I'm lean enough that I'm probably going to eat 1 meal a day. I'm also dry fasting all day. I'm going to eat my bacon and cucumbers once a day. And then my routine is actually almost a little softer, where the only days that I won't be eating a meal, because you got to remember I'm getting lean. Like I'm going to be down to like fucking 8%, 7% body fat. Okay? So the days that I won't eat would be days where if I'm going to take an off day at the gym, if I take a rest day at the gym, I will not eat the night before. So that's what I've been doing for a while, which usually works out to 6 days in a row training and then 1 rest day anyway, so I'm still getting a 48-hour fast every week. Okay? So that's me. But fat people can be much more aggressive. I'm talking once you're lean. And when I talk about people that are lean, I'm talking about people that if you're a guy, let's say if you're really, really overweight, obviously, and you have a bunch of stretched out stomach and shit like this, that's one thing. But if you're a male and you do not have a fucking six-pack, you're fat. You have fat that could be lost if you don't have a fucking... If you can't see abs, you're fucking overweight. Okay? Now, obviously, it depends on your goal. If you're a fucking fat power lifter, maybe you want the fat on you. Right? But you can still get fat by fasting. Like, if you're going to gain weight and you have a reason to gain it with fasting as well. Don't just eat fucking 6 times a day or 3 times a day. Gain the weight by fasting. Okay? So make a bigger eating window each day, maybe 4, 5, 6 hours, and eat like a pig in that eating window if you want to be a sumo wrestler, because you'll still get the fasting benefit. Okay, you won't have that high inflammation if you do that. Okay, the fasting will keep the inflammation at bay, and you will be much healthier. I've gotten fat before. Obviously I top out after when I hit about 185, but I eat like as much food as I really could eat in about a 3-hour window. Okay? And I could eat like, say, 45 or 5,000 calories. Of course I'm going to gain weight. But you do plateau after a while because the fasting just works so fucking good that it's really hard to get any heavier. Okay? And another thing people got to understand is that the only way you're going to lose weight is if you're at a fucking good caloric deficit, regardless if you're eating 20 meals a day or 1 meal a day. Okay? You've got to be at a caloric deficit on the week. And then, because of the fasting, because your metabolism doesn't get fucked up. Here, let's use me for an example. So right now I'm 174 pounds. I'm maintaining. I'm eating exactly what my body needs to maintain 174 right now. Okay? Let's just throw a number at it. I'm eating the same food every day, so we'll put a calorie number on the food I'm eating. I'm eating about 20, I think it's right around 3,000. 3,000 calories, the exact same food. Okay? The only fucking way I'm going to cut weight is if I cut that food back. Now, because I'm fasting, I can cut the food back and lose body fat without losing muscle. I won't lose muscle unless I get to the point where I'm literally fucking 6% body fat and starving to death, but then you're ripped anyway. Okay? Like I said before, you can actually lose muscle when you're a fat ass if you're eating multiple meals a day. You can actually lose muscle when you're still a fat ass eating multiple meals a day. So then, I'm 174. Let's say I cut enough calories and I get to 166. That's about where I'm pretty much about as light as I'd want to get. And then after that, I probably would start getting catabolic because I'm too lean. Now, let's say that I had to eat, instead of 2,800 calories to maintain 174, to cut to 166, let's say that I had to eat 2,000 calories. So I cut 3,000 at 174. Let's say I cut down to 2,000 calories and I cut till I get to 166. Well then, once I'm down to 166, guess what? I know from before that I was eating 3,000 calories to maintain. I could eat my 3,000 calorie meals again and not gain a fucking pound. That's how awesome this shit works. That cannot happen eating multiple meals a day. If some woman on Weight Watchers, let's say that she was 200 pounds, and let's say she was eating 2,000 calories a day, this is just made up shit. Let's say she was eating 2,000 calories, let's say 1,500, more realistic. Let's say she was maintaining 200 pounds, eating 1,500 calories a day of the same food. I'm always going to say that, the same shit, because you can only trend calories. You can only really use calories as a good trending tool when you eat the same fucking thing every day. So let's say she's eating 1,500 calories of the same exact shit every day. Let's say 1,500 calories of fucking bacon. So then, let's say that she cuts down to 500 calories, and she's still eating 6 times a day. Okay? Let's say she cuts to 500 calories and she starts losing weight. Well, let's say she gets down from 200 to 150 pounds. I guarantee you, if she went back to eating the original 1,500 that she was eating when she was 200 pounds, she will fucking get fat again. That's what will happen. That's why these people that do these fucking diets where there's no fasting involved blow up every fucking time soon as they go back to eating a caloric maintenance calorie amount. It's that simple. Okay? But with fasting, you can run such an aggressive calorie deficit that you can cut fat only, and then you can go back to eating the full calorie count that you were eating before, and you won't gain any fucking weight. It's that. I hope people understand that. I hope that makes sense. I proved this on a YouTube I did. Okay? Let me just go through that again. This is a very important point. Pretend I am 200 pounds and I am eating 3,000 calories of fucking bacon per day. And I'm maintaining 200 pounds eating 3,000 calories of bacon. And then all of a sudden I start eating 2,000 calories of bacon. Okay? And remember, I'm fasting. This is going to work if you're fucking fasting. And now I'm eating 2,000 calories of bacon and my body weight starts to fall. 200, 190, 180, 170. Okay, let's say I feel really strong still at 170 and I'm getting lean. Then I go back to eating 3,000 calories of bacon that I was eating at 200 pounds. I will not gain a fucking pound. I will not gain a fucking pound back when I go back to the original 3,000. As long as I didn't fucking fast so fucking hard that I lost some muscle mass because I got down to like fucking some stupid body fat percentage. Like something low. This is the coolest part about fasting. Now let's do the same example if I was eating, let's say 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day, whatever, same bullshit. So, I'm 200 pounds. I'm eating 3,000 calories of fucking bacon. For 3 meals a day. That's 3 1,000 calorie meals. Okay? Now, I cut down to 2,000 fucking calories. So I'm eating approximately 650 calories 3 times a day. I start losing weight. Problem is, with this routine, because you'll still spike your insulin somewhat, and you will not be, especially if we're talking bacon, which is the best thing you could eat. Now, if you're eating fucking like some carbs, it'd be even worse. Like Weight Watchers bullshit. So bacon we'll talk about though, because we're staying on bacon topic here. So I'm eating 2,000 calories of bacon 3 times a day, and my weight's dropping. And then let's say I do get down to 170. I guarantee you I will for sure be weaker at that version of 170 compared to when I was 170 fasting. I will be a weak fucking version of 170 when I'm eating the 3 meals a day. Then, if I went back to eating 3,000 calories when I hit 170, I will gain weight back. Because I fucked my metabolism up because I didn't fucking fast. Because I was eating throughout the day, spiking my insulin, fucking up my metabolism. That's exactly how this shit works. That's why fasting works so good. Okay, that's why fasting works so damn good. And another point that I brought up there for a sec, I've heard some girls tell me how, like, let's say the girl was 150 pounds, and then let's say that I felt that a good goal weight for her might have been, like, say, 125. Well, then the girl's like, I've been 125 before, but I was too skinny. It's because you were 125 your way. You're 125 still eating multiple meals a day. Getting to 125 my way, you'll have less body fat and more muscle mass. Because of the fasting aspect. Okay? That's the thing. Just like when I got to the 170 via fasting versus via eating 3 times a day with the example I just talked about, I would have had more body fat percentage and lower muscle mass eating the multiple meals a day versus doing the fasting routine. And that's why I could get away with eating the 3,000 calories at 170 and not gaining all the fucking weight back. This is exactly why most bikini competitors fuck their metabolism so bad with their bullshit, fucking lean protein, 6 meal a day routine. And then what happens is they gotta go on a reverse diet because their metabolism's so fucked that they'll blow up like a fucking balloon and completely destroy their fucking confidence, is basically what it comes down to. Because why else would you reverse diet? Just eat. But the thing is, they know, these fucking trainers know, if these girls just go eat a caloric maintenance amount of calories right off of one of them shows, they will blow up like a fucking balloon. They won't just gain that little bit of weight to get back to where maybe they're like 10 pounds over competition weight and lean. They'll fucking blow up because their metabolism is fucked. And you know their metabolism is fucked because of how weak they get in the gym. That tells the tale right there. Like when I first started fasting and I went from like 190 down to 170 in a month, and I could still hit all my fucking 3 big lifts and hit the same amount of weight, I knew I was onto something. Nobody eating 6 meals a day is gonna fucking cut 20 fucking pounds in 1 month to where they got a 6-pack and be able to still fucking deadlift, bench press, and squat the same amount of fucking weight. It isn't gonna happen. It won't happen. The only way it'll happen is if you're on steroids, because steroids, basically, you can cut really hard on steroids, eating multiple meals a day, and steroids are very muscle sparing. Okay? They're very muscle sparing. Anybody that's clean, that isn't doing fucking anabolics or juice or testosterone and shit, will fucking never maintain their muscle mass when they cut down to a lean body fat percentage eating 6 fucking meals a day. Impossible. It will not happen. That's why this shit works so well. And they still preach this shit. They still preach eating multiple meals a day, lean protein. It's the stupidest fucking thing you could do. Fucks your hormones, fucks up everything, fucks up your life. Like, really, it does. It literally fucks up your life because you're meal prepping 20,000 hours a week. Like, even when I start this bacon kick, you know how long it takes me to cook this bacon because I don't even barely cook it? Like, honestly, 5 minutes. Like, I'm going to basically throw the bacon in the pan. You know, if I threw the bacon in the pan, went and took a piss, came back, it's done. And then I'll eat the bacon. I'll eat probably 1 cucumber before I eat the bacon because I'll be pretty thirsty from dry fasting all day. Probably eat 1 cucumber, eat my bacon, and then I'll eat like 2 or 3 cucumbers afterwards. And that's how I get all my potassium. Okay? Any other questions? That was a pretty good rant about that, how metabolism, how fasting does not fuck your metabolism. You got and understand that the only way I'm gonna break down muscle mass with the way that I eat is if I fast so hard that I literally run out of body fat. I have to run out of body fat because the fasting takes the fat, not the muscle. I'd have to literally run out of fucking body fat before I start breaking down muscle mass. Like, not run completely out, but be running at a very low body fat percentage. We're eating 6 times a day. You don't need to run out of body fat. Like I said before, there's women that are 200 pounds that start fucking Weight Watchers and they're breaking down muscle mass within the first fucking week of that bullshit eating program. You can actually lose muscle mass eating 6 times a day when you're still a fat ass. You will not lose muscle mass fucking fasting if you're a fat ass. The only way you'll lose muscle mass with what I do is once you're already fucking completely ripped and you literally get into a true starvation mode like you're a lion that's fucking ripped that hasn't ate for 6 days. Yeah, the lion's gonna finally lose muscle mass if they haven't ate for 6 fucking days. Okay? Just from doing a fast a week, whether it's 18 or 24, yeah, let's see here. Cole, how long have you been doing this? Were you ever a fatty? So, yeah, I was fat. Like, I'm 5 foot fuck all, and I weighed 204. I think the heaviest I ever got was 204. The fattest I ever got, though, was 202 when I was younger and didn't have as much muscle mass as I did. That 204, I was actually pretty big because I was competing in powerlifting at that time. So the fattest I ever was probably at 202 because I had less muscle mass. So you're pretty fucking fat when you're 202 pounds and you're like 5'7". Okay? Like, that's obese. Like, on the chart, I'd be fucking a fat ass. Okay? So, like, I haven't been morbidly obese. Well, I fucking know that I was fat enough that I do got a couple, well, they're gone now because fasting healed them. But I used to have a couple small stretch marks right on my side. So I know I got fat enough to get fucking stretch marks. Yeah, like, check that picture out where I was a fat ass. That was like when I was 20. And I looked like a fat ass. I looked like a young fat kid. Okay? Here's a question. Why can I go fine all day on snake juice alone, but when it comes to breaking my fast, when I start eating, I become so thirsty? Well, your body's obviously, when you do eat, your body's going to need water, like, depends if you're eating carbs. But your body's naturally going to need some water to fucking kick, like, glucose into your cells and things like that, right? So, and also because you're spiking your insulin is also going to drive nutrients into your cells, things like that. So you're obviously, anybody's going to be somewhat thirsty when they eat a bunch of food. So, which is fine. Okay, which is fine. Just fucking make sure you get enough water in afterwards. That's fine. Just don't drink a bunch of water around when you eat, because then you're just diluting your stomach acid so you don't break down food as well. Okay? So I'm almost done. On the last note, I do want to say that I did do an experiment. So with the people that are pounding lemon juice into that snake juice, like overdoing it because they are crying and complaining about the taste, don't do that. Okay? I ate lemons for the last 2 weeks. Ate them like oranges, and my fucking teeth are definitely sensitive. Okay? But this 30-day bacon challenge is going to heal my teeth, because I remember every time I dry fast, my teeth heal up. I can feel it. They actually get smoother, and you can even feel like the enamel starts to rebuild itself. People think that fucking teeth can't rebuild themselves. They're on fucking drugs. Teeth will rebuild themselves just like your bones. Okay? Like I said again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, don't be fucking lazy. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit like on some of my videos. Comment. I don't care if you comment and say I'm a fucking dink. Okay? Comments will help spool it up. Okay? Say whatever the fuck you want. I don't even care. Like, if I cared, I wouldn't be talking like this to people about being fat and how to help them. Okay? I just don't fucking give a shit, obviously. So, but I'll tell you this. After this 1 month on the bacon, if all goes well, this isn't the end of this fucking bacon fucking kick. I'll tell you right now. If I have to, I'll eat bacon for a fucking year to prove these fucking cocksucking naysayers that they don't know a goddamn thing. I am that stubborn when it comes to this shit. After 30 days on this bacon kick, if everything's going good, I'll probably fucking stay on the bacon kick for another fucking 30 days. Because the last thing I want to hear is people saying, oh, that wasn't long term enough. How many fucking days do I gotta eat straight bacon and not die before it fucking counts, you fucking dumb bastards? Like, I hear this all the time. All the time from people. Okay? 30 days at a time, blood test fucking come back good. I'll fucking do another 30 days. I'll fucking keep eating bacon till the day I die. Because I love bacon. But hopefully I'll get a sponsor. Some farmer with organic meat. And I'll just fucking eat bacon and cucumbers in my armchair. Here's one last one here. Oh, Melissa said I'm wicked awesome. So, might as well tell everybody where I'm getting my bacon from. I didn't want to spoil it because I don't want them to bump their price up when everybody starts eating bacon after I do this. So I was in Costco, and they used to have this really fatty stuff, and I didn't want that. Because that stuff's like 4 grams per 50 grams of meat, which is low. Like, I need to get a certain amount of protein. So the stuff I used to eat was this stuff called Harvest. And then you can get it like at the grocery store, and it's about as lean of bacon you're going to get at the grocery store. And I'd buy a pack, and a pack would be about $10. So I'd buy a pack of that, and you're looking at about 8 to 9 grams. Fuck, I gotta sneeze. You're looking at about 8 to 9 grams per 50 grams protein per 50 grams of meat. And then I went to Costco the other day, and I'm like, hey, let's check out what they got for bacon again. And I was almost sure they wouldn't have what I was looking for, but fluke luck, they got this bacon that's got 7 grams of protein for a 50 gram serving, and it's only $5. $5 fucking bucks for a pound. So I grabbed 2 kilos worth, so it's 500 grams, and this stuff is 2,300 calories per pound, which is almost perfect. When I'm at a good caloric deficit, when I'm getting like shredded down in the low 160s, I was basically eating about 2,300 fucking calories a day. Something like that. Well, if I was getting that lean. And so this bacon's cheap. So anyway, I'm going to be making videos starting on June 9th. The reason I'm starting it on June 9th is because I had a really good friend whose birthday is on June 9th, and he passed away. And I figured it'd be kind of cool to start this fucking crazy ass challenge on his birthday. But I'm going to be going to Costco and making YouTubes. I'll have like a massive cart full of bacon and cucumbers, and that's it. Like, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited because I'm excited what the implications of this basically eating bacon for a month. And I know if my gym workouts feel great and all that, fuck, I'm going to be pumping the fuck out of this bacon. And it's going to be like literally type 2 diabetic, eat bacon. Fuck, you got fucking thyroid issues, eat bacon. You know, you're fat, eat bacon. Like, it's going to fucking get to that point. Like, if I fucking prove that I'm having no health issues after eating bacon for 30, 60, 90 days straight, like, fuck the naysayers. I don't give a fuck what they say. And I'm not even eating the best quality bacon. It's Costco Kirkwood brand. Right? So, but it's time for me to eat my meal. And everyone, have a great night. Subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. Comment on my YouTubes. Okay? You need to do that. That'll help blow them up so more people see them. Make sure you hold yourselves accountable with your diet. Make sure you're weighing yourself every day. Log your food every day. Don't fucking cry and complain about the snake juice. If you're gonna cry and complain about the snake juice and you want to cut it out, PM me and I'll fucking work out a dry fasting routine with you. I got a few girls doing this now where they're on basically a 500 calorie a day dry fasting routine where they're eating cucumbers in a tight eating window. Okay, but you have to be able to eat enough food to pull that off. Okay, so no crybabies, and don't fucking overeat on acidic stuff. Try to drink it through a straw. I ate lemons for 2 weeks. My teeth, if I kept going like this, they'd fucking probably be rotted out of my fucking head in 3 months. Okay, so I'm always trying something. So everyone have a great night, and get that fat in ya!